Hello, Soul Tribe. I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about SoulScripts. I've been getting some questions from people, still a little bit confused. What the heck is a SoulScript? I don't understand how it works. Well, I'm here to tell you this is how it works. What it is a message from your higher self. And how it goes about getting to you is you offer me permission to connect with your higher self, to my higher self. Then when the timing's right, I usually get a little ping as to when the message is going to come through. And I go ahead and I sit down and I transcribe what comes through from your higher self. It's usually something that your higher self really wishes you to know in this now moment. Doesn't matter if you're new to this whole awakening process, whatever we want to call it. I don't like labeling stuff, but whether you've been in this for a while or you're new to it, it's a great way to deepen and kind of solidify that connection with your higher self. And it makes for a beautiful keepsake and piece of art as well. Along with your SoulScript, there's always a supporting photograph that goes with it, a photograph that I take as well. I'm a photographer and a writer, and this is kind of a beautiful foray into this whole modality of connecting with our higher selves and bringing these messages forth. So here's an example of a recent SoulScript that I did. This was done for a gal named Liz. Liz is very connected to the earth. She has a very strong connection with Gaia, and that was very evident in the piece of writing that came through. Sometimes it's just beautiful prose, sometimes it's poetry, sometimes it's a fairy tale. It just depends on what your higher self wants you to know right now. I recently did one for a woman whose husband passed away a few months ago, and halfway through the SoulScript, I'm like, this is very strange. I don't feel like I'm really talking to her higher self. Well, I actually came to find out I was communicating, or my higher self was communicating and transcribing what her deceased husband wanted her to hear. And it was a very charming poem. And from what she said, it resonated quite deeply. So it can come through in any way, shape, or form. They're ever evolving, they're ever changing, so yours will never look like this. Yours will be unique to you because every soul, every higher self is unique on this planet. So I'll let you take another look. I put this SoulScript in a floating frame. That's kind of how I envision them, but you can frame them any way you want. I just did this because it's beautiful archival paper that we print on, and it's hand-torn edges on this beautiful thick paper, and it just looks to me so artistic and so elegant. So that's SoulScript, folks. I hope that makes sense to you. If not, feel free to drop questions below, comments below. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of them? Do you think this is something that's cool? Do you think people like it? I don't know. I'm just starting out at this. I've been doing it for a couple months now. Been getting some decent response on it. Great response. And I think it's something that a lot of people really can use right now, especially those folks that are kind of dipping their toes into this whole awakening process, starting to see that their reality may not necessarily be what they thought it was, and they're looking for some spiritual guidance. This is a great way for those folks to really connect with their higher self and get that initial process going and deepen that relationship. It's also great for folks that have been doing this work for 30 years. You know, maybe you just want a beautifully written piece of artwork that's unique to you from your higher self. I don't know. Just something to think about. Just thought I'd share with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you all have a fabulous rest of the day. Bye-bye.